Everyone got an invite to my brother's graduation dinner, except me. My dad said, "We didn't think you'd want to come since you barely finished school yourself." I just smiled and said, "Then don't worry about my ceremony next month." 2 weeks later, my cousin posted a selfie, standing under a banner, with my face on it. That's when the calls started. I watched the family group chat light up all Sunday afternoon. Pictures of menus from the high-end steakhouse downtown. My aunt debating what wine to bring. My younger brother, Julian, joking about how he was finally the golden boy with a finance degree from the state university. Everyone was tagged. Aunts, uncles, second cousins, family friends. Everyone except me. I sat in my apartment across town, staring at the screen. I didn't type anything. I just watched the notifications roll in until my dad finally called around 6 p.m. "Hey, son," he said, the noise of clinking glasses already in the background. "Just checking if you're picking up your mail from the house this week." "I can," I said quietly. "Are you guys already at the restaurant?" There was a brief pause. He cleared his throat. "Yeah, we're doing Julian's graduation dinner tonight." "I noticed," I said. "Didn't see an invite." My dad let out a small, tired sigh, the same dismissive breath he'd used on me my entire life. "Look, we didn't think you'd want to come since you barely finished school yourself. We didn't want to make things awkward for you around the family. It's Julian's night." That sentence hung in the air like poison. Barely finished school. When I was 19, I dropped out of community college after my mom passed. I was drowning in grief, working 2 graveyard shifts at a logistics warehouse just to pay my rent, while Julian got his tuition covered by dad. To my father, that was the year I failed. In his mind, I had stayed a failure ever since. I gripped the phone, but my voice remained dead calm. "I understand," I said. "Good, don't take it personally." I just smiled, even though he couldn't see it. "Then don't worry about my ceremony next month." "You're what?" He scoffed. "Whatever, man. I gotta get back to the table." He hung up. He didn't ask what ceremony. He didn't care. He assumed I was making a pathetic attempt to save face. What my family didn't know was what I had been doing for the last 6 years. I didn't stay stuck. I transferred my credits online, grinded through an accelerated engineering degree while they thought I was just doing dispatch shifts, and won a full-ride institutional fellowship to complete a Master of Science in Biomedical Engineering. I kept my mouth shut. No social media posts. No bragging at Thanksgiving. I paid my own rent, bought my own books, and survived off black coffee and quiet resolve. 2 weeks later, my university's campus was prepping for the advanced degree commencement. The university had selected 4 graduate researchers whose patented work had secured major clinical grants to be the faces of the graduating class. My thesis on low-cost prosthetic sensory feedback had been funded. A massive 20-foot vinyl banner hung from the main facade of the Biomedical Research Hall. My full name was printed across the bottom. Lead research fellow and commencement speaker. My cousin Maya, who goes to the same university for her undergrad, was walking across the quad on a Tuesday afternoon. She took a selfie right under the building, completely confused, and uploaded it straight to the family group chat with a caption, "Why is Mark's face on a 3-story building on campus?" For 10 minutes, total silence. Then the floodgates broke. First came Maya again. "Wait, he's the keynote graduate speaker? He's getting a master's with honors?" Then my aunt, "Is this real? I thought he worked retail logistics." Then my phone started buzzing. 1 missed call from my dad. 2 missed calls. A text from Julian. "Bro, what is Maya talking about?" By the 5th call I answered. "Mark?" My dad's voice was frantic, strained, stripped of all its usual arrogance. "Where are you? What is this banner Maya just sent? Is this a joke?" "No joke, Dad," I said, leaning back in my chair. "You got a master's degree in biomedical engineering? Why didn't you tell us? How did you pay for this?" "I worked," I answered simply, "and I earned a fellowship." There was a heavy, suffocating silence on the other end. I could hear his breathing, ragged and overwhelmed by the weight of realization. We need to be there," he stammered. "Send us the ticket link. I'll get Julian and your aunts. We can do a massive dinner after, the whole family." "No need," I said, my tone ice cold. "What do you mean, no need?" "You're my son." "I only got 4 guest passes, Dad," I replied softly. "I gave them to the people who actually believed I could finish school. My lab partner, my mentor, and 2 guys from my night shift." "Mark, please, enjoy Julian's success," I said. "You made your choice 2 weeks ago." I hung up, silenced the group chat, and for the first time in 7 years, I felt completely free.